Yo, wake up! It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David. Oof! Bam, bam, 10 row free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's smack talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam, bam, right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Chat's going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it all day. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it up all day. Bam, bam with the lines. Dave got the takes, breaking down spreads, over unders and stakes. Fantasy fever, we chasing that crown in the red zone now. Never backing down, racks on racks. We be laughing out loud. Win or lose, we still hype up the crowd. This ain't luck, it's the vibe we command. Sunday Smack Talk, mic in hand. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Streams loaded, grab your snacks. Place those bets, set those stacks. The Smack Talk starts in 3, 2, 1. SST, SST. 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 Yo, wake up! It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. Sunday! Smack ho! Hold your diamond, David. Oof! Bam, bam, 10 row free in the zone. We break it all down. Smack talk, smack talk, smack talk, smack talk. Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. I'm Dave on the mic, we breaking it down. Bam, bam, right there, laying stats all around. NFL picks, yo, we chasing that win. Fantasy football, where do we begin? Prop bets hitting, over unders in sight, stacking them racks. Man, we try every night. Chat's going wild, throwing takes in the zone. On Sunday Smack Talk, you're never alone. Go! Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, roll that tape. We fire it up, we don't hit no breaks. Boot it up, watch the crew all sway. It's Smack Talk, baby, every Sunday. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it all day. Smack Talk Sunday, money talk day. Smack Talk Sunday, rack it up all day. wake up.
And we're here. We're live. We're live. What's up, everybody?
Good morning.
Welcome
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. Good morning indeed. How is everybody doing?
Great. That extra hour of sleep really hit home.
That's what we're starting to show off, talking about is the extra hour of sleep. That's right. I'm with you. That did feel good. Getting up at 6 a.m. this morning instead of 7 a.m. was great. It felt like big win. Wait, technically it's the same damn time.
Hey, when you're going to work at 5 a.m, that extra hour will help.
Oh, I hear you for sure. I get that. My point was I just didn't actually get an extra hour. I just woke up an hour early, waited for my fucking alarm. But it wasn't too bad. I'll take it. Look, I'll take it. We're getting in here. Welcome in JBD. Welcome in Zappa. Welcome in JD. How you doing? It's been a weird season. Yeah, I mean, look, it doesn't really matter what's going on this season right now. All that matters is people are injured and the refs are cheating. So that's it. I don't know what to tell you. Look, the fucking refs are cheating in every fucking game. Like, nobody knows the rules anymore. They're cheating every game. And every fucking team is injured and destroyed and decimated due to injuries. And some teams get away with illegal plays. Other teams, they don't. What are we going to do? What can we do? Nothing.
Yeah, JD, I don't like that. I don't like winning money, so I don't do that here. I like to give my money away. Winning hasn't happened in like 6 weeks for me. But thank you. I appreciate it,
Yeah, look, it's totally cool. It's all good. Look, I didn't hit any big winners last week other than my fantasy roster. Absolutely and utterly cleaned house. I 3x'd my money in there. What's up, Omega? How you doing? What's up, Omega? So my fantasy roster was fantastic and daily. It didn't happen to work out that well. So I switched up my strategy a little bit, which we'll talk about here in just a second. The SST daily is typically Sunday through Monday, and I typically just do Sunday all day, right? So you got the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and Sunday night game. And had I stuck with that roster, I would have absolutely clapped and been able to give, the Sunday Smack Talk folks a full extra day on Monday to catch me, and they still wouldn't have. So it is what it is. We learned our lesson. We're going to run one lineup from here on out, and we're going to go ahead and take care of that. We're going to have to take care of that. It's fantastic. So we'll have to see. But we do have to get into a couple things. We got to get into a couple things. And look, what's about to happen, I'm not happy or excited to do this, but we do got to let people know. Okay? Sorry, my friend. This is important. So we've been running a daily pick'em each and every week in a weekly pick'em here. Each and every week. And we started out, Dave, with a commanding lead, up by like 30. I was in such a lead, it was crazy. No.
I'll let you get out ahead of me.
Yeah, I had a head start. I get it. Got to let the fat guy get a head start in the race. I get it. Well, guess what? Bam Bam has caught me. But to those of you that were astutely paying attention to our picks live on stream, you would have thought, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. Something seems wrong. Dave, you should still be, what's happened was, isn't it very plainly put on the stream, very easily to say, Bam Bam has decided to, show a brave face and you know what? Talk about the fandom. But when it comes to where the money, where your mouth is, it's anything but. And it actually looks a little something like this. And therefore, Bam Bam has caught Dave in the pick'ems.
Yeah, absolutely. Things that I want to happen and things that are going to happen are completely two totally different things. And things that I want to happen are per straight on stream. And things that I know that are going to happen is where my money is.
The deceit, the lies to the national public on this show will probably continue. Not going to lie. It is what it is.
So what you're saying is I'm like any typical ESPN announcer who goes on one show and tells you how good a team is. And then a half hour later is on a completely different show and telling you how bad they are.
I see. I thought we were better than that. But But yes, that's exactly it. You are 100% just like every other major national news person who will say anything to get the click or anything to get the headline. Yes, the lying, the deceit, the awful. We might as well call you Bam Bam Orlovsky from now on. That's what you're saying right now. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Except I wouldn't run out of the back of the end zone, you know.
That's a subtle dig at a former NFL quarterback, but I love it. I absolutely love it. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Yeah. But that's okay. We will get into our regularly scheduled picks here. And just know that if you are watching and you are trying to keep score on stream, it may or may not be true. I'm using a pick'em that we're both involved in that does cost us a little bit of money each week. So I understand that there's a difference, but we'll have to see. Herb, what are we going to talk? Why are we going to keep talking about that? There's nothing to keep discussing. Okay, all it's going to do is upset the Lions fans. They're going to be really, really upset. They're probably going to cry a little bit. It is what it is. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What's way too harsh? Which part, JD? What's way too harsh? Jeez.
I even stated it last week that my picks were different from where my money was. So it's all good.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel like that was very lighthearted, very lighthearted. But
Like, for instance, today, I may want the Steelers to win. Do I think that's going to happen? No.
I got you. You also saw my Lambo with my Bucks plate, Dave. I do not have a Lamborghini for multiple reasons. One, I do not have Lamborghini money. Two, I do not have a Lamborghini body. Okay. Three, I don't live in a place where I could actually drive a Lamborghini and open it up. Like, why would we?
Whoa. First of all, there's a Lamborghini 2 streets away from me.
Is there really?
Yeah, a baby blue one.
Well, look, but also country, right? Like, you live a little more in the country. You could open that some bitch up out there, I'm sure, right? Like he's got a couple roads up by you. You could really open that sucker up, where am I gonna open it up? Like, I got a street light every fucking 3.5 seconds where I'm at. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I love it. Streamlabs is still saying fuck that. Yeah. Are you
that's
Omega? True. That's awesome.
That's true, JD. I will never be as rich or as handsome as Dan Orlovsky. That was very mean.
Comparing Bam Bam to Dan Orlovsky. Wow. I mean, look, there's whoa. He's the one who said it. He brought it up. Talk about national media.
Well, first of all, I never threw a name out there. That was all you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who else goes on the same show 7 times a day and says the exact opposite as the thing they said an hour before? It's Dan Orlovsky or Ryan Clark. That's it. Pick a name out of the hat. I don't know what to tell you. That's it. They literally are like, the Bills are the best team in the NFL. The Chiefs are the best team in the NFL. The Lions are the best team in the NFL. Which one motherfucking is it? It's been 3.5 hours. Pick one. Yeah. Anyway, the good news is for me is I've got YouTube TV, so I can't see none of those fucks anymore. They're off my screens for good. Goodbye. Oh man.
Yeah, anyway. I seriously debated whether or not to keep it or not, but we'll see what happens. Give it about another week or so.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm on YouTube TV side, right? Like, ESPN just keeps wanting more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And
oh no, good, when you first got YouTube TV, it was only what, $35?
I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
That's what they all do. Netflix was originally $9. Now it's $25.
Right. Right. Well, their whole thing is that if this goes on for longer than a month, they're dropping their price $20 a month. So YouTube TV is literally going to go down. What?
Because they'll owe the customer. They're going to give each customer $20, and that's what was it? $200 million they're going to give out.
It's a $20 credit if it goes for more than a month, and if it goes for more than 60 days, they're going to drop it $20 a month. They're going to drop YouTube TV $20 a month for getting rid of the Disney properties, which is insane. Yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. I think that's just a ploy, and they're probably gonna, reach a deal, I'm sure. but we'll have to see. Yeah, the biggest scam in the world was that like, oh, streaming services are better than cable because it's cheaper. Bullshit! Every fucking network wants to charge you $5. I used to have
Well, just think
150 channels. That's fucking $700 a month. I hate to tell you what it is now. Like it's bullshit.
Well, just think
It's all
about
bullshit.
football alone. You have to have Amazon on Thursday. You have to have Netflix on Christmas and whatever other day. You have to have there's another streaming service you have to have. There's all these different apps you have to have just to watch football.
ESPN, absolutely, yeah. Peacock,
If you
right? Peacock's getting one last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're into soccer, MLS, you have to have the Apple TV. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. It's really challenging to have all those things in all those other areas. Look, there are other ways to get everything all in one spot, which we won't talk about or discuss, but there are ways to do it if you want to look into it. Google will be your friend. Do your thing. But yeah, I hear you. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's pushed it to where it's more convenient to do the other things that we don't want to talk about than it is to try to have 15 different streaming services and smart devices and fucking timers to remember what's where and this, that, and the other. It's fucking bullshit. And that's our weekly wrap up. That's what we're here talking about, is all of that nonsense. I will remind everybody real quick that if you think you know ball better than we do, which is just not true, it's just not a thing, there is a link that you can get in here and
it's pinned to the top.
Oh, it's pinned to the top? Excellent. Great to see it. Pinned to the top if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and just drop it in here. And if you're in our Discord, it'll pop up in the stream chat right there. Totally forgot that I was logged in as my OG Diamond Dave. And apparently I'm not allowed to send links inside of Smack Talk's chat, apparently. So here we are. Warner Brothers is in sale. Whoever buys it will have HBO Max in the portfolio. Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole thing is just wild. It's absolutely wild. Is Amazon going to become the new cable provider for everybody? And it'll go back to the way it was 35 years ago, where it's like you just have Amazon and you get all the channels, you know? Like, is that where we're headed? Is back to where we were 30 years ago? Anyway, moving right along.
Let's get into it.
I agree. Let's talk a little bit about fantasy. And since you suggested it, let's go ahead and take a look at what you got. What are you riding with for the day? Oh, it's old Daniel Jones, Indiana.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's defense is not very good at all. Daniel Jones is very good this year. So I went with Daniel Jones. I went Rico Dowd. They're saying that he's going to be RB1 there. He was a value play for me. Travion Henderson, the rookie for New England, he has been the starter with Stevenson being out today, so I will play him. He was a cheap buy for me. George Pickens against Arizona defense, I went with that. Roma Dunze against Cincinnati's defense, who's not very good, even though I have Cincinnati because that's all I had the money left for. So that'll probably have to go in and change that, because if Dunze is doing good, that means my Bengals defenses are doing very well. Brian Thomas Jr., there's been rumors of him being traded. I highly doubt that happens. But with Travis Hunter being out for the next at least 4 weeks, a lot more targets hopefully going his way. Daniel Jones, Tyler Warren, I put them together in this. And then Tyrone Tracy with Cam Scatterboo getting injured. He's clear-cut RB1 now. Put him in my flex. And then, like I said, I'll probably go reevaluate. I have $200 left at defense, so we'll see about changing out the Bengals for somebody else.
That's fair. I don't trust the Bengals defense for anything, and I say that with the utmost love and respect. But boy, oh boy, that Jets loss, I had to be tough. Nick Mangold was clearly on their side with everything they have. Thoughts and prayers to Nick Mangold's family. If you're not too sure what happened, he very recently, suddenly last week, passed away. Super sad, and I have to say that there might have been something going on. If you believe in all that supernatural stuff, but that certainly was an amazing game for the Jets, and obviously the Bengals defense. They had to feel like, man, Justin Fields did this to us. Oh boy, oh boy. So I definitely understand and feel that for sure. Oh wow, I was smart about this. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. Where's the buttons? Okay, hold on, we got this. Shit. Overprepared. I was clearly overprepared for such things. I was definitely overprepared. Damn it. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and go back here, and you can keep talking about your fate. Who are you changing? Let us know what you got going on in your defense right there while I bring this up nonsense.
Yeah, so I switched it to Dallas.
Dallas's
I think,
defense. Okay, all right.
yeah.
We like that.
With Kyler Murray coming back, I'm a firm believer in that the team looked better with Jacoby Brissett than they do Kyler Murray. It's kind of a shit thing for the starting quarterback to look worse than your backup, but it just is what it is. And I think that the Cowboys defense is just a better play than the Bengals play this week for me. So yeah, that's the only thing I've changed.
Where did it go?
Where did what go?
My text. I tried to type in Dallas over here.
Oh, probably underneath.
Oh,
It's got to be like 900, I think.
got to be over 9,000. What?
First time streamer, guys.
Jesus, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. All right, we're almost there. We're almost ready. Here it is. Here it is. We got it. We got it.
What's up, Bowling? Welcome in.
Yeah, Bowling. I don't know what the hell you're saying over there, but it's. I'm sure it's a bunch of nonsense. We'll go bullshit about some garbage ass fucking quarterback. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. What do you say? What did he say?
He said go, or he just said Baker.
Yeah, exactly. Nonsensical garbage about some trash ass quarterback. We get it. We get it. It's your favorite quarterback. He should go to the fucking Lions. At least this way he'll have some fucking, favorable calls going his way. It is what it is. Well, I have a little bit different take on daily fantasy, and this is the lineup that will take us home right here. This is the lineup right here. So at QB, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader himself, Jackson Dart, starting at QB. Look, there's a lot to be said about that San Francisco defense. I think that they could get got. I really do. Their defense has been struggling. They're on the road. Jackson Dart's going to be playing for his friend, his boy, his ride or die, Cam Scatterboo. I look to see a huge day out of Jackson Dart today. That's also not to say that, look, the 49ers have one thing on offense and one person, and that's where it's going through. And I believe it's going to be Christian McCaffrey. I like Christian McCaffrey a lot here. I think that the stat that I saw was like the Giants really struggle on pass catching running backs. Christian McCaffrey might be the one who catches the most
Struggle
passes.
a lot more than just pass catching.
Yeah, well, yeah. I get that. Running backs are have become an issue a little bit there for sure. Got a lot of injuries over there in Detroit, right? So we got Managai. I can't even say that name. Manandagai. Whatever. I can't even say the name. I can't say it. I can't say his name. But from what I understand, look, RB1 today going to be getting a brunt load of carries. And I hate to do it to the Bengals defense. I hate to do it, but I just have a feeling that they're gonna find some running lanes today, and he might end up gashing them for a little bit. If the Steelers are going to remain competitive in their game today against the high-powered, ridiculous offense of the Indianapolis Colts, I think that DK Metcalf's going to have himself a day. Look for a lot of slant patches. Hopefully he can break a lot of tackles, because I think that coverage is going to be tight. Lot of talk going on with the Bills and the Chiefs. Obviously, this is going to be an interesting game for us to choose as it comes down to the wire. But somebody's got to step up. They're talking about wanting to go get Chris Olave. They're talking about wanting to do all these things. Somebody's got to step up and make a play, and I'm hoping that it's going to be Khalil Shakir for the Buffalo Bills. I think that speedster offense maybe gets by them here and there. We'll have to see. Puka coming back is obviously a huge, you never know what you're going to get from injury. But look, they're playing against the lowly Saints. I fully expect Puka to catch 13 balls here pretty easily. George Kittle was my value play. It was the highest available tight end that I could get at that particular point. And I said, you know what? We're going to ride with Kittle. I don't love this matchup here, but I fully expect Kittle to do just fine. Okay? To do just fine. And then we got Sam Laporta in our flex spot. Why not? Look, the Chiefs in the North are going to get all the calls. It doesn't really matter what's going on over there. Will they need them this week? I have no fucking clue. But they're going to cheat their way to victory. Sam Laporta's going to cheat his way to the end zone. And the Lions are going to cheat their way to another 25, 30 points. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. And then give me that Texans defense. Again, this was one of those weird ones. Maybe a little bit less to do about the Texans, more about who they're facing. But Will Anderson Jr., that guy is a stud. That guy is a stud. We'll have to see. We will have to see how that works. We'll have to see.
All right.
And that is your winning slate of games right there. I'm just letting you know. That's the lineup. That's the lineup. Feel free to tail it if you want. Feel free to tail it if you want. Bunch of people in Cincinnati with the crutches. Yeah, I saw that going around on there too. Zam, thank you for the question. We will get to that in the 2-minute drill. I assure you we will be answering those questions as it comes up. Appreciate that. Feel free to hang around or come back maybe like probably 45 minutes to an hour or so. We usually get to all of your questions at that time. That's for sure.
So for some of you, football is very much alive and well. For some of us, we are already looking forward to April. And with that being said, with the first pick in the first round of the NFL draft, the New York Football Giants select wide receiver Jordan Tyson, Arizona State. Because we're not going to trade for a wide receiver. It's not going to happen. We're not getting Waddle. We're not getting Olave. We've already gone out and signed free agent. You know, he's going to be on the team today. Pull him up from practice squad. Go get yourself a young wide receiver. Played with Cam Scatteraboo at Arizona State. Bring in some of that juice, and let's get this thing going. That's all I got to say.
Well, it's a hell of a time, November 1st, November 2nd to be thinking about the draft, but I guess it never is too early to be thinking about these things. Clearly,
it is for you guys. For you guys, it is way too early. For me, it's just, how the last 10 years have gone.
Look, it doesn't really matter what's going to happen. All right. This year is the year of the cheats. So it's Lions and Chiefs in the Super Bowl already. Everyone else that's playing is just,
Clearly you didn't watch the Eagles game last week because there was a lot to that,
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, that's very true. You're right. I don't know what would happen if the Lions and the Eagles get in like a game against each other. The refs wouldn't know who to cheat for. They wouldn't know who to cheat for. They'd have no clue. They'd be like, who do we cheat for? Is it mommy or is it daddy? I don't know. Yeah, it would be pretty terrible, right? So we'll have to see what happens. I think the Eagles find a way to just choke themselves out of it, right? And it's going to be the Lions and the Chiefs. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Lions and the Chiefs. It is what it is. Look, these two teams. Yeah. Well, fuck the Eagles. You're right. The Eagles. They keep allowed to run a play that the refs have admittedly come out and be like, I don't know, it's too hard to officiate. Like,
it wasn't a fumble. I mean, it was a fumble.
Clearly, it was a fucking fumble.
Clearly, there was no whistle.
Clearly. Don't talk to me about no fucking whistles. Don't talk to me about no fucking whistles. Don't talk to me about no fucking whistles. Antoine Whitfield Jr. should have had fucking 2 touchdowns.
That was a touchdown. That was the second touchdown he should have had.
Whistles. Are you kidding me? Absolutely and utterly ridiculous. Absolutely and utterly ridiculous. Totally insane. Look, you guys can argue over who's getting the first overall pick. The New Orleans Saints are not going to win another football game. They're clearly in the driver to be the number 1 pick team. It's going to Who Dat. Who Dat Nation's going to get the number 1 overall pick, which would probably be good for you all, I think, right? Because they need a quarterback. Y'all don't need quarterbacks, right? Like, I feel like this plays out just fine. And if you do end up with the first overall pick, do you trade back in the top 5 to still get your guy and get some extra picks? That's probably where it's going to be. God, it's November. We should not be talking about this. We should not be talking about this. But it doesn't really matter, right? The Chiefs are on their way to their 7th Super Bowl in 8 years, their 4th victory, because nobody could stop them. We already know how this, we know how this story ends, okay? We know how this, it's the cheats in the West versus the cheats in the North. Okay? It's that simple. It's that simple. Yeah, everyone's going to trade back to get a wide receiver. Yeah. I mean, why not, right? It's the
Well,
story
you
as
think-
old
I
as
mean,
time.
I know it's way early, but the teams that are going to be up there already got their quarterback last year. So
We'll see. You know, the Saints need one for sure. The Cardinals probably going to be up there too. You know, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Let's get into picking some of these games. You know, let's see. Does this have the records here too, so we can see? Over to bet, bash, or bounce on these teams. What are we going to do? Let's go ahead and scroll in and get in here. Let's take a quick peek-a-rooney. The first matchup looks like we both had Baltimore. Our records are even. For those of you that don't know, we're both 77-44 on the season. I counted the loss as the tie as a loss. Some people wanted to put the tie in their fucking record like it's something special. Nope. I picked the team. That team didn't win. It's a loss, period. I don't know why people do that, but
for betting purposes, yes. We can't.
Yeah, well, we're not doing against the spread or anything other stuff. Although against the spread teams, like the favorites covered the spread, ATM 11-2 last week. 11-2, heavy favorites across the board. Are we now? Water found its level. We're ready here. What do you think?
I don't think so. I'm looking at this. There's some big ass spread: 9.5, 13.5, 9.5, 14.5. That's a lot of points.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think that what was the line in Baltimore? Like 10, 9.5, 10, something like that is what it was. I thought.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and they covered. They covered. So
I think a lot of people were under that whole fool's gold because Miami had one good game again. I picked Baltimore. I thought they were going to win, but I also need Miami to keep. I needed them to lose to, and it worked. Sorry, don't want to see him to get fired, but the GM got fired. Hopefully that allows for some trades to happen, but we'll see what happens. But I picked Baltimore. 1-0 start the week. Let's go.
I'm with you. Same thing here. First game up, Herb. Where are you at, Herb? Where are you at, Herb? I got to look back and see what I did. I'm pretty sure I know what I did. I'm almost positive I know what I did. Looking back here. The Bears, look at you, Bowling. You think the Bears? You like the Bears?
Yes.
Bowling likes the Bears. Who do you like here and why?
So I'm going to be very clear with everybody. I currently have the Bengals. But when we get off this stream and I find out that Joe Flacco's not playing, I'm taking the Bears.
I see.
Does everybody understand that? Type 1 if you understand the words coming out of my mouth.
I see. Look at this. So what we have is a flip-flopper around here. Are you a thong over here too? I like it, Bowler.
No, it matters who the quarterback is.
I agree with you 100%. Is Joe Flacco the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, or is he not playing? Is that a question? We don't know?
Yeah, there was a question of whether he'd be available to play today. So
wow.
If he's not playing, I'm taking the Bears. If he's playing, I'm taking the Bengals.
Gotcha. Okay, right shoulder questionable. Planning to start as of 24 hours ago. Okay, got it. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. I did not realize that he was even on the injury report. I was not paying attention to that. That is scary.
I'm pretty sure at his age, he's on the injury report to start every week.
That's fair. Exactly. Barring something unforeseen with his AC joint sprain in his right shoulder, he is planning to start. Ian Rappaport, yesterday morning at 11:52 a.m. Okay, gotcha. So that was 28 hours ago or whatever the hell it is. We'll see
a heavy. JBD says it's raining, so that means we'll have a heavy case of Chase Brown today.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw people saying sit Chase Brown because Chicago's got has an amazing run defense and all that good stuff. Let me move these a little bit closer just to make my life a lot easier. But look, for the same exact reasons, we're both here. Look, I was on Cincinnati. I placed a bet on Cincinnati already, right? So even if Joe Flacco isn't playing, I'm not going to be changing anything. I agree with you. I think if Flacco doesn't play, the Bears have a very good shot at winning this game. But the Bears are absolutely and utterly dog doo-doo. Okay? The Bears are so bad at football, it's insane. It's insane. Every time I think Chicago is going to do anything, they roll over and poop themselves like they are a 90-year-old, person that has lost control of their bowel movements. Okay? It's insane how bad the Bears are at football every time I think they're going to be there. And I just think that the Bengals, they had their fill of getting shown up by bad football teams last week. They're at home again. Even with Jacob Browning, they're going to find a way to win this game. They're going to find a way to win this game. Give me the Bengals all day, every day, and twice on Sunday, November 2nd, 2025.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the recipe for success. Just get Jamar Chase the ball 18 times. Like, what are we doing?
Throw him the fucking ball! Throw him the fucking ball! It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I got the Lions.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know how much. I mean, he's played. What did he play? He's played 5 quarters in 2 seasons, and all of a sudden, everybody. Oh, not all of a sudden, people still think that he's like going to be the future. I mean, I stay healthy, play some games. I haven't seen anything out of JJ McCarthy to tell me that they're going to be any good. I know what the Lions bring to the table. Lions today.
Yeah, I look at this and I don't understand. I look at this and I just don't understand why the line is only 8.5. I don't get it. Like, JJ McCarthy was not a good quarterback in college. JJ McCarthy has put 0 things for us to think that he's a good quarterback in the NFL. Like, why do people think he's any better than Carson Wentz, other than the fact that Carson Wentz didn't have a working collarbone and shoulder in that game 10 days ago, right? Like, other than
brutal. Watch that.
Right. Like, outside of that, the fact that he looked like he was literally like coming out here like a zombie. Other than that, like that's why I think JJ would do slightly better. I just feel like he could hand the ball off appropriately, where Carson Wentz was kind of like, I can't move my arm. Take this, please. Like, it was tragic. But seriously, like, JJ McCarthy, like, people think he's why? What?
Because he won a national title.
Handing the ball off 90% of the snaps. Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? Like, all they did was run the fucking ball. It looked like it was fucking in the 1940s. Like, 75% of their plays were runs. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You can't do that in the NFL. Nobody wins that way anymore. Come on, man. It's absolutely and utterly trash. And look, it's like when the fucking Green Bay Packers got beat and Jimmy Garoppolo threw the ball 8 times in an NFC championship. That game was transplanted from 1920 back here into the future, okay? That never happens. Look, if their team was as good as that 49er team running the ball, great. Minnesota would win a lot. Minnesota would win a lot, absolutely. But they don't going to win shit with JJ fucking trash-ass McCarthy, okay? Look, the Lions won't even need to use their cheating superpowers against the Minnesota team. They won't even need to call in the refs. They're going to save a little bit of money today. They don't have to pay all those refs to do all the shit that they're going to do. It's absolutely
you got Aaron Jones, you got Mason. Like, they don't know who their running back is.
Yeah,
I mean, they wanted Aaron Jones, but Mason looked good when he was the starter.
Mason looks fine. Jones looks fine, but they're not handing the ball off 80 times to win in this game. That is not happening. No. That is not happening.
The Lions could do that.
Well, Lions could do whatever they want. Doesn't really matter what happens with the Lions, you know. You just they got their MVP player back, Hockley. You know what can you do about that? Nothing you can do about that. You know. Welcome to the salt mine. Bowling. Well, welcome to the fucking salt mine. It is what it is. I got eyes. I can see it. They cheated almost as bad as the Eagles cheated last week. It is what it is. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? You know, look, good for you is that later in the day, the cheats in the West play. So people will probably remember their cheating that happens later. And nobody will remember the fact they had to cheat to beat Minnesota. You know, but there's no way. There's no way. They win this game.
It's going to be a good game. I hope it's not ruined by the refs, but that should be a good game.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get down to that one for sure. It should be a good game. I agree with you on that. It should be. It probably won't be, but it should be. Carolina and Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about here. Green Bay's at home. They're playing better. Carolina's not good away from home. They weren't good at home last week. I think that's what happens when you're actually playing decent teams. And, they're not going to win this game today.
I agree with you 100%.
It's 13.5.
That's the question. Did they cover? Did they cover? That's the question.
If they're playing like they played last week, they more than cover.
Right. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
The
I
only
think
thing
this game's like 38-3.
but at the same time, like Jordan Love's not that guy either. Like he has good weeks, but he's not very consistent. I think it just helps that they're going against Carolina this week.
I agree with you 100%. That's the bad news. Green Bay is not going to win their division. Yeah, they got a little bit of a lead there, but they don't get the help of of all 13, 14, 15 members of their team on the field like other teams in their division do. So they're in the end, they're not going to run away with this division like people may think that they might. And this is Detroit's division to lose at this point in time. But I don't see that. And Huck and Chuck Love, no way. He's Joe Flacco at best. Like, Jordan Love is Joe Flacco at best. Like, maybe wins you a Super Bowl if his defense is elite and he hucks it and chucks it in the right spot at the right time. Yeah, maybe. But doubtful everywhere else. Hit somebody in stride for once in your life, Jordan Love, and maybe we'll actually think that you're a good quarterback. We'll have to go from there. Oof.
I mean, are we really talking about this one?
Nope.
Yeah.
Los Angeles wins, covers. It's pretty simple. The Titans are not worth breath coming out of our lungs anymore. Not going to lie.
The only surprising part about that game to me, I will talk about, is the fact that it's only 9.5. I think that's because the Titans are at home. The fact that they're at 9.5 and the Packers are at 13.5, and the Chargers have better offensive weapons at wide receiver is a little baffling to me.
Right. I agree. They're banged up in the running game, I guess, but and Tennessee has like shown a little bit of promise on defense here and there, and like they'll shock you and surprise you and only lose by 14, so maybe that's why the line's so low, but I'm with you. We fully expect them to get blown out. I do, at least. I absolutely do.
I got New England.
Yeah.
In this one.
Yeah, I get
it.
Yeah.
They're at home. 4.5 seems a little bit low to me. But I think New England's starting to get it together. There's still some questions around like the offensive line, but I think Vrabel's got them playing well enough to win this game.
I agree with you. Look, New England can't have a letdown today because their letdown will come next week. So it is what it is. I think they beat Atlanta big at home. All I've heard all week long is like Atlanta has such a great pass defense. Drake May is going to get shut down, and this is going to be the new time, and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Okay, no problem. So it's time for New England to play their asses off because their time to be remembered comes next week, not this week. So New England absolutely wins this one, 100%. 100%.
So this is
kick it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, look, it is what it is. This is not going to be a pretty game, and I'm super scared for San Francisco. I'm taking San Francisco from a pedigree standpoint and a coaching standpoint. I like Jackson Dart. I think this game is going to be pretty high scoring. San Francisco came out East Coast, West Coast last week. They didn't look good. They were not playing well, and I expect there to be a lot of points in this game, sadly. And when I say a lot, maybe like 27-24. I think it's a close one. I don't think that they cover the spread because I thought the spread was a little bit more than that. No, it's San Francisco by -2.5. Sorry, that's what it is. So it flip flopped a little bit. Somebody once told me that they were +2.5. I'm scared. What I'm scared most is that this game is being played on MetLife Field, and I'm scared that we're gonna lose an ACL or an MCL or 2 or 3 on that field, just like we do each and every week. So I'm scared about injuries in this game more so than anything else. But I do think San Francisco finds a way to edge it out in the end, and I do think it is a close 3-point game for sure.
Okay, so it's funny that you mentioned injuries because the last I checked, the 49ers are banged up more than any team in the NFL. Injuries, we lost one last week. Cam Scatterboo was lighting the league up. People forget Tyrone Tracy was a rookie last year and went for 1,000 yards in his rookie year. Tyrone Tracy is very capable back in this league that gets forgotten about because Cam Scatterboo was just lighting it up. We got Slayton back from his injury. Wan'Dale's been fine. Theo Johnson, hold on to the fucking ball. Like, we will be just fine. Like, we got Javon Holland, our number 1 safety, back today. Our defensive front just needs to be able to contain Christian McCaffrey just a few times. Like, get him the third down, get him the passing downs. It will be a close game, but with Gano being back, I think we can win by a field goal.
All right. You're taking New York. New York with the upset Alert.
Yeah, my money is, right there. I got it. I won't show, but
Locked
I got
in.
the
Look at
Giants.
that. Locked in. All right. All right. Locked in. I like it. I like it. All right. We can stop the upset alert.
Two and a
There it
half.
is.
It's one of the lowest of the day.
I think
So
it's the lowest on my screen. I think. No. The Denver Houston game is actually a little bit lower. Okay. Neat. Let me close that up a little bit. All right. Well, look, I do wish you luck, and obviously, I would. It's a tough one. My brother's team versus your team, so it's a tough one. But hopefully, it's just a good, clean game. Nobody gets injured. That's what I'm really hoping for. Hopefully, no injuries. Last time I did say that, though, Mike Evans went down for the fucking season. So I better not wish anybody anything anymore.
It's hard to pick against a team that's playing as well rounded as they are on both sides of the ball. Against a team who you don't know who you're getting from week to week. With that being said, they are going on the road against Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that matters. JJ Watt or TJ Watt, whatever Watt brother you are, you haven't shown up. I have the Colts winning today.
Wow, look at that. We are both on the Colts. Look, I think the Steelers are fraudulent in every sense of the way. They can't run the ball. Their quarterback is ancient, and at his advanced age, he is showing no signs of getting any sort of back to the way that he was. He would love to be Tom Brady. Yeah, his arm has some life in it, but man, him throwing for 300 yards at the over age of 40 is just so aspirational at this point. I think Indianapolis runs roughshod all over this team. I think Jonathan Taylor shows up in a big way with the big muscles and just runs this team over. I don't think Pittsburgh has a chance here. I was shocked that the line was only 3.5. I'm a little more like, I like Indy alternate spread by 10. I like Indy by 10 here. They're going to make Pittsburgh one-dimensional very quickly, very easily, with the oldest fucking secondary in the league. Indianapolis is going to show that this is exactly why you can't. This ain't baseball. You can't just buy your most expensive defense in the world and run it up. It ain't going to work. Indy's going to run roughshod all over this defense. Give me Indy by 10. Give me Indy by 10. Easily.
Now, when it comes to spread, this next game was a little shocking. I get that they're at home, but the fact that the Houston Texans are favored over the Denver Broncos was a little shocking to me. I think Denver's a little better than the Houston Texans, and I went with Denver in this one.
I'm riding with Denver too. I don't know what's going on. What do we not know that Vegas knows? I'm with you. I couldn't believe it. I took every plus like 1.5, 2.5 that I could find beyond a shadow of a doubt. Denver wins this game outright. Houston will not be able to move the ball. Houston's offense is fucking pedestrian. Like absolutely and utterly oblivious. They're terrible. They're absolutely and utterly terrible.
Maybe it's the injuries to the secondary in Denver that has Vegas feeling a little better about Houston. But I mean, I think Denver just all around better coached, better players, better quarterback for sure.
I don't get it. I do not understand it. Houston is having a terrible year on the offensive side of the ball. CJ Stroud has proven to be nothing but a flash in the pan. He had one good year and then he's stunk since. Like absolutely and utterly been mediocre at best. Are we serious right now? Like, are we serious? I don't get it. I do not understand it. That Denver team is gonna keep CJ Stroud on his ass the entire time. And the Houston defense can get got. Baker Mayfield got the Houston defense at home. Come on, Bo Nix. Come on, Bo Nix is clearly better than fucking Baker Mayfield. Are we serious? I don't even know why we're talking about this anymore. Yeah, give me Denver all day long. All day long. Looks like we've been aligned completely from the start, all the way down outside of the New York-San Francisco game. Incredible. Jacksonville versus Las Vegas. I need to double check what I got here too.
2.5 is a bit shocker. I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with Travis Hunter going down. I think that maybe is only because Vegas is at home. If this is in Jacksonville, it's probably more like 4.5, 5.5. But I got Jacksonville in this one. Even with the Hunter injury, I think they're still a better team. They have been starting to use Hunter more offensively. I think it's been more of an 80-20, 85-15 split. But they will be missing him on offense. But I think they still get the job done. ETN's been playing better. They got to get Thomas Jr. involved a little bit more than they have been. But I think they get it done today.
He's not going anywhere. They're not going to trade him. We've heard the talks. It's time. I think he was a little banged up, so the bye week maybe came in a good spot for him. I think both these teams are coming off of a bye, if I remember correctly. And Gino has actually been like the sleeper pick, talking about all this yada 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 blah 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 blah. I don't love it. I really, really don't love it. I hear this and I just think to myself, nah. Jacksonville's going to beat the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't think Vegas is a good enough football team yet, right? Liam Cohen's got to get them going. If they have any hope of staying alive, Jacksonville, is what I'm saying, in the AFC, they got to win this game. This is a really big game for Jacksonville, and they're capable of beating the Chiefs. Vegas lost to the Chiefs by 100. So, I mean, look, come on here. This game should not really be all that close, but Jacksonville likes to find ways to make things close. So it will be. But I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will win. They'll probably cover the 3. I'll take them to cover the 3. Hands down, easily here. I like them. All the reasons that you said. All right, we'll just move right along. There's no possible way that you've picked the Saints, obviously, not over the Rams. I mean,
No, not either.
The only question here is do they cover? 14's the spread. Do you think we cover?
Yeah, and some. With you got Nakua coming back, and then some.
Right, I'm with you too. I think the spread could be 28. I think they cover. Absolutely insane. Now we've got the game of the week. Game of the week. The Chiefs in the West, traveling up to the North, where the real king in the North resides. Josh Allen has owned Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. Who do you like here?
So exactly that, the regular season, right? So with that being said, I got to take Buffalo. They're at home. It's not playoffs, it's not prime time. It's mid-afternoon. Yeah, Buffalo here. What's the spread on this one? It can't be more than 2.5?
The spread right now is 2.5. Yeah, Chiefs are favored by 2.5. The road team is favored by 2.5. Road team.
Yeah. I think there's still enough time in the season, even if with Kansas City losing this, that they can still win their division. I got the Buffalo Bills in a close one, probably 24-21, 24-23, in some kind of fucked up weird ending to the game. The Bills will win this game.
This one's super interesting. I'm shocked that the Bills won so handedly last week, right? They beat the Carolina Panthers. They did not have a letdown game. They came off of their bye, 9-0, Sean McDermott. We get it, yada, 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 all that good stuff. The Bills have obviously owned Kansas City in the regular season, this, that, and the other. Look, if there's one thing that we know, you have to break your tendencies, and there's a couple of things that need to break. So Buffalo will throw this game on purpose. They're tired of being the team that wins in the regular season but not in the postseason. So they're gonna throw it up and say, you know what? We're not going to show you a thing, Kansas City. We're not going to show you any wrinkles on defense. We're not going to run Josh Allen. We're going to just try to do our best thing, and that's hand off to James Cook over and over and over again. And the Chiefs are going to be like, yeah, well, we stopped the run over and over and over again. And the Chiefs are going to win this game handedly. They cover the -3 easily. Give me Kansas City by 7 on the road here. They need it more. Kansas City's trying to get back in their division. Look, normally this game is for playoff seeding. This is definitely not for playoff seeding. This game feels like it's a lot more just for Kansas City to keep their playoff hopes alive, rather than anything else. Because if they lose today, Buffalo might be the hands down number ones. We'll have to see. Obviously, they could try to put their foot on their throat, make sure Kansas City never even gets to the playoffs. They could try doing that. But we know what happens if Buffalo wins today. They lose in the postseason. It is what it is. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs as a tendency breaker here today. I'm riding with them. All
right, good luck.
We finally got a split. Look at that. We finally got a split. Oh, maybe the Chicago. No, maybe this game if Flacco isn't playing, we'll have to see. All right, then the Sunday night game, we've got 8:20 p.m. tonight. Seattle traveling all the way from the west, all the way over to the north. Washington, I guess it's kind of east,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So, what
I'm
do we
gonna
think
take
here?
Seattle in this one.
Got
I
Seattle.
think, yeah, Washington's got a bunch of injuries. They just haven't been clicking the way they were last year. That addition to Debo hasn't really helped much. I know Daniels has been out with an injury, but I still like Seattle a little better than the Commanders here.
My problem is that the Washington defense is absolutely abysmal. Like they have shown no ability to stop anybody, and that Seattle offense is clicking. JSN might be the best wide receiver in football this season right now, at least putting up statistically. Absolutely insane player out there in Seattle. So looking forward to watching this game tonight. Looking forward to Seattle putting up a lot of points, and we'll have to see. It'll be up to Washington to kind of figure out what they do there. Now, don't get me wrong. They got shit ass, fuck ass, suck ass, piece of trash Sean Lattimore out there, Marshawn Lattimore in Washington. So don't you worry. There'll be about 6.5 defensive holding calls, or maybe some defensive penalty. Like there's going to be a whole lot of shit, a lot of flags flying when Lattimore's on the field. And let's just hope that he doesn't pick on JSN too much and have to get himself punched in the mouth tonight. We'll have to see what that looks like. So we'll have to see.
Monday Night Football.
Look at this. The Seattle fan out here is telling us about Seattle's a lock on the East Coast, this, that, and the other. The Seattle fan is telling us all about this. Come on. Monday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Dallas is clicking offensively. I think they're the best offense in the league points wise this year. The question is their defense is not that good. They're allowing like the most amount of points on defense. Thankfully, they're playing the Cardinals, who aren't very good. So I'm going to take Dallas at home.
I'm with you. I can't bring myself to not take Dallas here. As much as I'd like to say Arizona is going to find something, they won't. And Arizona is Arizona. And the hype around them usually ends around this point in the season. Usually. I do believe I heard that like Black Ops 7 was coming out soon. So I don't know what the status of that is, but Kyler might still be hurt. You know how it goes. You know what I mean? You know. So give me Dallas. I think they do outscore them. No matter how many points Arizona scores, I think Dallas ends up with like 3 more. So I definitely think that's what it's going to be. They are favored by 3. So will they cover? We'll have to see. All right. Well, that's the pick'em. That's it. Lock it in stone. We're pretty evenly matched. We both are 77-44 on the season so far. And the only splits that we have really here are the Giants and the Bills. That's it. So not a lot of opportunity for flip-flop it. Potentially Chicago, Cincinnati then. Potentially. So we'll have to see how that goes and see if there's any sort of update. I'm refreshing like a mad person over here. That's what I should check. I should check Twitter, right? Let me check Twitter real quick. Oh, I forgot. It's not Twitter anymore. It shows you how often I use Twitter. And then what's his name? Adam Schefter? Maybe one of those guys? Here we go. So, Sunday night countdown. Nothing looks like. No, nothing.
There should be the same. It says that he's probably going to play, so.
Yep. Looks like he's going to play. Looks like he's healthy enough to play, so we'll have to see. All right, let's get in over to some of the weeks here. We got some parlays, some bets, something of the week. We got something going on over here. So let's go ahead and we'll slide it out. We'll start with you, Bam Bam, and let's go ahead and jump right into this one right here. Looks like we started with the rushing yards. Ooh, I like it. I don't think I hate it.
Yeah, so
I hate it. Never mind. I hate it. It's trash. Get the fuck out of my screen.
Yeah, I went small this week. I went Woody Marks for the running back for the Texans. I think he can get 25 or more. I like Jonathan Taylor at 60. He's averaging over 100, so that felt pretty safe. Josh Jacobs against the Panthers. I believe that says 50. It's a little blurry. Let's check. Yeah, 50 for him. I got Bijan going against the Patriots. I think that'll be a ground and pound game there in the beginning. I think he can get 50. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, he's averaging like 75 yards a game this year. So 50 for him should be pretty doable. It's only like, I think, plus It's not much, but I got to get back in the win column, so I kind of went safe this week on this one.
I hear you. I hear you. I don't hate this one other than you're betting on Bijan Robinson to do something. Now, granted, Bijan typically gets like 50 yards. I get blah, blah. Fuck that guy. Hope he gets shit. Hope he gets nothing other than as much as your bet hits. Look at this. Moving on. Oh, okay. So this is a little, yeah, it's trying to zoom out so we can see it on the whole screen. Let me see here. Let me also do this real quick.
Oh, you're good. I can see it over here.
Okay. Okay.
I just
cool.
did
Oh,
I
cool.
tried to do a deep dive in like what quarterbacks are averaging compared to what teams are giving up passing. So I went Jared Goff at 200 against the Vikings defense. I went Justin Herbert 220 against the Titans. I should have probably hit that for like 300. Drake May, I know they say the Falcons defense is good on the back end, but I still think Drake May finds a way to get it done. Jordan Love, he'll huck it up and chuck it up, and he'll find his receivers, and he'll go for 220. Daniel Jones is going to feast. I wanted to go 250 on this one, but I felt like, it could be a running, a Jonathan Taylor day. So I went 230 there. And then 200 for Bo Nix. My problem with that is they might be up big and they might rely on the run game, and J.K. Dobbins might get a big day there. So I went 200 for Bo Nix.
They got a rookie. I think his name is Harvey up there in Denver too. He's been stealing J.K. Dobbins' touchdowns. I think Harvey scored 3 fucking times last week. Oh man, if you were a Dobbins touchdown haver last week, you were a little mad about that, not gonna lie. But that rookie, but yeah, I'm with you. I agree. Whether it's him or the other one, I think that there's a big chance that they go big on the ground there for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
And then I got my receivers for receptions this week. I feel like this is gonna it's a division game, you got to get your playmakers involved in these games, right? So Justin Jefferson, 5 catches for him. Keenan Allen, old man, father times. It doesn't matter. He's still getting his yards and receptions. T-Mac against Carolina, they're going to be in pass mode late in this game. They're going to have to get their receivers the ball. So I went with 3 there. Daniel Jones is going to find a way to get all his weapons involved. I feel like he can get Michael Pittman the ball 4 times. That would be really good for me. And then Troy Franklin, he's been, catching fire lately. I like him again today against the Texans defense for 3 receptions.
I like that too. He's kind of their screen guy too. He caught a bunch of screens at least a year ago. He did. So he's like a little, little closer to the line, and you're going to need that with Will Anderson Jr., Daniel Hunter, obviously terrorizing the quarterbacks on the other side of the field over there. I like it. I won't be tailing the Bijan pick, but I do like it. I'm not going to lie. I think it'll hit, but I can't physically bring myself to do that. So just can't do it. So we got a couple of them over here. I'm going smaller. I also want to be back in the win crowd. So a couple of things that I'm looking at right here. We got a couple touchdowns. Look, I did a lot with the touchdowns today. I didn't do the passing and receiving. I've been getting burned by those a little bit. But touchdowns, I seem to be picking the right ones. Now, here's my problem. 2 out of 3 on each of my touchdowns are going to hit, and I'll be fucked, right? So I'll still technically be, like, really good at picking them, just not the one that didn't. But it is what it is. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I believe he will be getting in the end zone today. Give me a Kayshon Boutte anytime touchdown. Look, I do think that Stephon Diggs is going to draw the attention of Terrell or whatever there. So the other side that isn't Terrell can absolutely get caught. So I fully expect Kayshon Boutte to go ahead and get himself a little tutty here. And then Tucker Kraft. Look, this dude's a touchdown machine. Okay. This guy is a machine. So I look for him to get in the end zone. I like this one. The odds on this one were pretty huge, right? With Kraft and Boutte also being up, this one was a real big one. Real big parlay. So definitely really enjoyed that. This one was a safe one, I thought. I thought this was super safe. I think this is super safe. Other people tell me it's not, but I'm like, look, Jonathan Taylor is scoring a touchdown here. Jonathan Taylor. So 300 might not sound impossible. On the ground. Jeffrey Simmons is out. Is that what you're saying? Either way, Jonathan Taylor for the Indianapolis Colts scoring an anytime touchdown. Jamar Chase getting an anytime touchdown. Look, I think the Bengals, they kind of learned their lesson. Target early and often. And then Rome Odunze has been on fire. So that just happens to also be a same game parlay. I like them both. I like them both to get in the end zone. The Cincinnati Bengals defense is, they give up points left and right. So this is my lock of the week. I think this one hits. I think it hits handily. It's not crazy insane odds when it's all stacked up together, but I do like it. This one is my. I love this one. I love this one for sure. Where did my last one go? Oh, it's hidden. There it is, right there, right there. And this one I went a little bit bigger here. So this is a little bit of a flyer. I like to call this a little bit of a lottery ticket right here. I got JSN getting in the end zone. That's probably going to happen for sure. Keon Coleman, look, a lot of talk about Chris Olave. The Bills want to bring in a wide receiver. Keon Coleman needs to step up and say, hey, look, I'm still here, damn it. I can catch a touchdown, damn it. So I'm absolutely hoping that that's what happens here. And then two other guys that have also been doing nothing but talked about as far as, look, getting traded. Brian Thomas Jr., people want to trade for him. Jacoby Myers, people want to trade for him. Each of these two say, you ain't trading me. You ain't trading me. I'm getting in the fucking end zone today. So this is a little bit of a flyer.
Jacoby Myers wants to be traded.
What's that?
He wants to be traded.
Well, yeah. Then Myers wants to be traded?
Yeah.
What?
Before the season even started, he wanted to be traded.
Yeah, I do remember something like that. But my narrative is so much better because they're paired up together playing against each other, Anyway, we'll have to see. Either way,
but that's better, right? Go out and put your film out there and make your trade value go up.
Yeah, maybe, but I like the better of the I'm staying where I'm at type thing. But we'll see. See what happens. I do like all of these players to get in. Remember, Jacksonville's defense is without Travis Hunter, and even with Travis Hunter, they kind of stunk anyway. So wasn't a real big fan of those. It wasn't great. It was not great. Let's see. Do we happen to do? We do. We got a big blue bet today for the Giants playing the 49ers today. We'll cover that one here real quick. I like this one a lot. My fantasy team will really like this. Break it down for me.
Yeah. So, his boy went out last week. He's going to be playing with even more passion than he's been playing with. Jackson Dart goes out and shreds today. He goes out, passes for 2 touchdowns. He gets everybody involved. Darius Slayton has 40 yards. Theo Johnson has a touchdown, one of his catches, plus 25 yards. Tyrone Tracy, I'm not too sure. Is it going to be him? Is it going to be Devin Singletary? I hope it's Tyrone Tracy, but I still hope Devin Singletary gets his. They both go for 40 and 25 respectively. And then Wan'Dale Robinson, he's our slot guy. He's going to get 40-plus yards. I went a little safe. I think this is going a little safe. I think this is going to be a hitter for today.
I like this one a lot. I may just tail this one. We will have to see for sure.
I accidentally I hit send too quickly. I actually did another one where I added Jackson Dart for also 25-plus rushing yards.
I like it. Look, my fantasy team is going to need all of that to see. I fully expect the Giants to give the 49ers all they can handle for sure. So I expect that there to be some scoring in that game beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, look, the Bucs aren't playing today, so how could I do a big Bucs bet? How could that possibly happen? How could there be a bet that would positively influence the Bucs? Pretty simple. It's that simple. I'll show it to you right now. It's that simple. We're parlaying it together. New England Patriots cover by 4.5. The LA Rams cover by 14, and the Packers cover by 12.5. That's your big Bucs bet right here. They're giant favorites against the rest of the NFC South. Go ahead, Packers, Rams, and Patriots. Take your victory laps because you're going to beat that ass today. That's the best I could think of here on how I could come up with a big Bucs bet. So it is what it is. That's what we had.
I did a cover as well. I did the Lions covering 8.5. I did the Chargers at 9.5, the Patriots at 5.5, and the Jags at 2.5.
I like it. Jags at 2.5 too. I really like that one. That it feels like it's gonna be easy. Dang it, I logged out and logged me out. I thought I was gonna catch it in time. Oh, this stupid thing. We got one more. I wanted to cover one more thing. Jump in our pools. I don't know. Are you still active in your pools? I'm out of the money on all of mine.
But yeah, I'm not in the money.
Yeah.
I did need to if we get to that right after, I did need to fly through the 2 minutes real quick because I have to go take care of something and I have to leave a little early today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No problem. We can just jump right into it then. We can jump right into it, not a problem. So NM Reeves, perfect timing. We are about to start a 2-minute drill. We will be getting through those right now. I don't know if I missed one or not. Sneed is out, and then I think I just heard it. Should I start someone? Crispy, hopefully you're still here. We're about to start that. Do you start Rico Dowell? Let's go ahead and jump right into these here real quick. And then we're gonna say copy this.
Before we do, let's just remind everybody that we do have the DraftKings going. The last time I checked, there was 4 people in there, so the odds are very good right now. If you want to hop in there, it's $5 per person.
Yep, absolutely. Just hop right on if you think you know ball. Look, we'll take the donations today. We're obviously tired of everyone else, giving out to this charity here.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely looking forward to that one. Feel free to hop in if you think you know ball. Hey, or if you listen to this show and you're like, these guys absolutely stink, I'm going to take them for their money. Get in and show us, right? Get in and show us. So, all right. So the first question we got is Caleb or Flacco with his injury? Right now we'll have to see. Let's go ahead and do this. That did not work for me at all, so let's go ahead and drop that in here. Caleb or Flacco with his injury.
Flacco's playing. I'm going with Flacco.
Yeah, they got Jamar. They got Jamar Chase
and Higgins.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like Chase can take over a game anytime, any place. I'm going with Flacco all day, every day. Here we go.
For sure.
All right, now let's take a look at Zam GGGGG said Gadsden or Kelsey. Gadsden.
Gadsden had a good game last week. I think he had 2 touchdowns. But I'm still taking the proven vet here. A big game against the Bills. Kelsey comes out and plays pretty well tonight.
I agree with the weapons that Kansas City's gotten back. It's really opened up some lanes for Kelsey. I'm taking Kelsey, right? Like if they leave those wide receivers, if they too much attention to them, not enough attention on Kelsey, 100%.
I think the addition of Rice coming back, that helps.
I agree with you 100%. You are absolutely not wrong about that one at all. NM Reeves says, are you starting Henderson or Kareem Hunt this week? Interesting.
I'm taking Henderson. He's proven that he's been good. And now this is his week to show it. Like Stevenson's out. I think this is a great week to start Trayvon Henderson.
Falcons fucking stink. They can't rise up to an occasion no matter what they want. Okay? They're absolutely dog doo. Give me Kareem Hunt. Give me Kareem Hunt. In this, I'm sorry. Give me Trayvon Henderson. I was looking Kareem Hunt, Freudian slip. Give me Trayvon Henderson. Kareem Hunt will have a decent day, but the Bills can rise up. That's my point, right? They're going against a much tougher defense. The Chiefs are, so I don't expect any one particular player to dominate. I expect Trayvon Henderson to go for like 102 tuds. Easy. Put that as a parlay right there. 102 tuds for Henderson. Easy right there. Kareem
Hunt. There was a couple weeks ago where the other 2 backs were having fumbling problems. They put Trayvon Henderson in. He was lighting it up. And then for some reason the following week, obviously we're not at practice every day, but they just went back to the 2 running backs who were giving them problems. So this is if there's ever a time to go out and show I should be the guy, this is the week.
100%. Kareem Hunt will have a nice solid day. I expect him to maybe get a touchdown with maybe 60, 70 yards, maybe probably closer to 40, 45 yards, maybe a touchdown, maybe not. Henderson.
He's been there, done that. He's not trying to prove anything, right? Well, Pacheco is the running back. He's injured this week, but Hunt, he knows his spot. He's the back. Henderson has fuel in that fire. This is his prove it game.
Exactly. And the Falcons fucking stink. Sorry. Fucking hate the Falcons. Fucking hate them. Can't stand their ass. It is what it is. What can I say? Not my fault. And then Crispy also says, do I start Rico Dowell?
Well,
That's
you're
what
not
else
giving
you
us
got.
really much. Yeah, I mean, it does. What else do you have? Like, why not? He's a starter. So, I mean, unless there's somebody ahead of you, like a Saquon who's on a bye, well, that wouldn't really help you. Who do you have in front of him that's going to warrant you not starting him? So, I mean, I don't really have much. Sorry, I really don't have much else to give you here because I don't know what you're comparing him to.
I'm with you. Look, even if you did just use him because it's all you had the money left for in the daily fantasy, you're playing him in daily fantasy. So, like, you obviously don't think his matchup is going to be that bad. Whereas I fully anticipate the Panthers are down within the first 10 minutes of this game by 21. So I think they're going to abandon the run very quickly. Very, very quickly. But if they have any hope of staying in the game, they're going to have to make sure they run it and run it well. So I guess it's not the end of it's not the worst, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that I'm not riding with Rico if I've got any sort of manageable option that's just as good for sure. All right. Well, I think that kind of covers our 2-minute drill. That kind of covers it
For sure.
for sure.
Sorry it was so quick, but
No, all good.
some
all
stuff.
Good.
I gotta go
Absolutely.
take care of.
Yep.
I will see everybody next week. And everybody have a good football week 9.
Take care, everybody. Gotta go. Bye.
For rolling with the squad today. Smack talk crew, y'all paid the way. From hot takes to racks, we chase y'all brought fine, now clear the place. We ride with the chat, we vibe with the picks, we roast bad calls and we drop those clips. SST out, you will be back. Next week's slate, let's run it back. Well, OG Diamond David, Bam Bam too. Tipping knockouts to the realest crew. Now hit that sub, hit that bell. Sunday smack talk, ring the shell. Peace, love, bets, and a little smack. We'll see you next time, keep running it back. SST.